All right, all right. Good evening. I know it's late. And it was intentional to go on late. I wanted to do first stream. Welcome everyone who's watching um, or will watch, and please comment on what you think about this video. The subject of today's um, video is going to be: is a man responsible for the health of his wife or his partner? What brought this on is um, me thinking back onto a lot of the relationships that I was in, how I, pretty much like Cardi B said, I was attracted to toxic type of women. Um, no disrespect, because everybody has their have their life to live, and I have no right to judge. Just we all have to grow up in the environments that we grow up in, and those things sometimes define how. Well, not sometimes, but most of the time defines how we live our lives and how we interact with others, and especially in relationships. So a lot of the women that I would date, I remember, I like, big bone women, and they were, some of them were overweight, out of shape, um, and I guess one could say that they had low self-esteem, um, which me being the man who used to think that love could fix all things or heal all things, or at least I thought my love could. I guess I was so egotistically arrogant to where I just really believed into that. But everyone living and learn. But I did notice in our relationships, and this is more than just one, so that's why I'm talking about it, because it's not about just one relationship, one woman that I was dating, or the woman that I was married to. Um, It was a few. And I remember when I got into relationships, um, I saw one woman was motivated to the point to where she would go and start working out, getting physical, and doing running, and just got really motivated about her health and her well-being. And then there was another woman who was a dancer, and she was in pretty good shape. But as we progressed into our relationship, she gained a lot of weight. Um, and that wasn't healthy, but I don't know, they have a term for that. I guess it's just being comfortable in a relationship. Um, I don't know if anybody noticed this though, or if you have been in love, or you are in love. Have you noticed that the woman that you've fallen in love with, if you're still in love with her, she's the same person you fell in love with? If she was 98 pounds when you fell in love with her, and just a couple of years has gone by and she's up to 220, what you see is that 98-pound woman. Your vision, your view, the woman you love, that same picture, that image is still there in your mind and in your heart. It doesn't change. I can say this because I am a father of four, and I remember my first child's mother, when we met, she was almost like a stick insect. She had lost a lot of weight. She was so tiny. And then as we got pregnant and she gained her weight, I never even noticed the change. And then when I got a chance to go back and look over some pictures, I was like, dang, whoa, she is huge. She was huge. No, 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 no. You have to come over and mess up my video. say hi to, which one is this? This is brother, the boy. Well, um, he likes the center attention. But yeah, I was like tripping looking at those pictures, like, whoa, man, she had gotten huge. But I didn't even notice it. To be honest with you, I had no idea that I hadn't noticed it. She was still that skinny, beautiful black woman, that I had fallen in love with. Um, and it took me some time to look, when I look back at those pictures, I realized it. And then after I realized, I went back and I started looking at other pictures of women that I've dated who had gotten big, or vice versa. Like my ex-wife, when I met her, she was a big woman, and she tended, because I like tennis, I like basketball, I love to walk, I love to hike. So I guess because we were out being very active, she even stopped smoking. So, you know, she, happiness brings, when a woman's in a relationship with a man and she's happy, I think she's most healthy, and like I said, you can go both ways. I've had a relationship where she was skinny and gained weight, and I've been in relationships where they had a lot of weight on them and lost it. But it's all about, you know, I'm wondering, and I'm asking you, what do you think? Do you think that being in a relationship, if you treat your woman right, then she tends to gravitate towards a healthy lifestyle? And if you're in a relationship where it's a bad relationship, do she tend to gravitate to less of a healthy lifestyle? I believe that if you're in love, when you have a partner and you're happy, you do the things that makes you happy. And being healthy, living a healthy life, having a healthy lifestyle, doing healthy things, is a part of that. I don't want to be on this video too long. I only want to give it about 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, just leave a, put your comments. There's area there for comments if about what you think. And then the second question is a man responsible? Do you think when you're in a relationship that you are responsible for the well-being and of the woman that you're in a relationship with? It's, we tend to, for those who are conscious, you don't want to be manipulative. You don't want to be controlling, and insecure, when you're with someone. And I like, yesterday I noticed that there was some men walking with their ladies. It's a beautiful day, so they're out and everybody's dressed for the heat. And there was a lot of times when the ladies would walk by, they couldn't look in a certain direction, or they had to be very conscious about where they looked. And then also vice versa, it was the same thing for men. And it's like, are we as people so insecure that when we're in a relationship with someone who is beautiful, that we worry about where they're looking, who they're looking at? Because I don't know about you, but I mean, the first reason that I would get with a woman who is beautiful is, I mean, if she's beautiful, she's beautiful. So I mean, if she caught my eye, I know by all means she didn't call other men's eyes, you know. But the thing is that we have to realize, men and women, is that when we're in a relationship, that person chose us. They choose to be in a relationship with you. They chose to be in a relationship with me. It wasn't no force factor, and hopefully none of y'all in a relationship where it is a force factor, and your life is in danger. And if you are, I pray for you, and I hope that that will come to an end very, very soon. Um, but what you are in a relationship with is a human being, and that human being is regardless if it's a male or a female, they have they have exercised their free will to choose you. And if they chose you or they choose you, then the least thing that you should worry about is if someone is going to be able to come and take her away. Now, why would somebody feel insecure and worried if somebody's going to take their partner away from them? Most likely it's because inside they feel like, or they know that they're screwing up, that they're not doing right by that person. And even if that person doesn't know that your partner is not doing right by you, I'm gonna tell you a great example of figuring out how you would know if they're cheating on you or if they are not doing what they feel like they should be doing. And that would be highly active insecurities. If you're in a relationship and your partner is insecure, checking your phone, um, looking in, listening in on your phone conversation, um, going through your things when you're not around. And I'm gonna tell you this is one of the most sickest things that people do, and that's smell the other person's private parts when they come home. When people act like that, you're not in a relationship anymore. You're in a codependent, well, I retract that. It is a relationship, but you're no longer in a safe, loving, environmental relationship. You are now in a codependent, dangerous, insecure situation. And if you want to stay together, you have to come to admit that and get some help, or you probably should head for the hills as soon as you can. Get out of there, because people who do that, they turn out to be dangerous people. Okay, they get possessive, and then they start to become physical, and the control factor's already kicked in because they're looking through your things, they're checking your private parts to see if it smells awkward or whatever. Yeah, people really do that. All right. Somebody put in the comments if you've known someone who has done stuff like that, or if you've been in a relationship and have had to have experienced something like that. Okay, this is a reality. People really do check their partner's um, private areas for moisture, scents, or I don't know what else they think they might get out of it, but they do it. Okay, that's a sign of when people are not being faithful. Whether they have acted out physically and done something, I don't know. I can't say that. But I can say in their head, in their minds, and in their hearts, they feel like they have failed. No, they are failing, and they're insecure. So this insecurity still brings on actions, and those actions is, not, you know, being upset if they think that you don't look at somebody. I remember one time I was riding with my little woman, and there was this man. This one was bad at the bus stop, and we was passing by, and I mean, she was so fine and beautiful and fine. I mean, it's just out of nowhere. I was like, damn. And you know, my other at that time, she took it pretty well. I was shocked, because if that had been my mom, I probably got the daylight slapped out of me, because I've seen my mom slap her boyfriends for just because she think they're looking in a certain direction. So I was expecting that, and I didn't get it. But I do know that we as men, or as human beings, we see other people that are attractive. And when someone is insecure and they see someone that is attractive, They're going to think that you think that person is attractive. And then they start to look at you to see if you're looking in the direction of the person that they think is attractive or that you might be attracted to. Why do they think that you might be attracted to them? Because they find them attractive. Now, how scary is that? Okay. But yeah, so I mean, I was even dating a woman who swore up and down that she wasn't into other women. Which, I mean, she was looking at other women, I mean, like a man would look at other women and would say things like, man would say, things about other women like, damn, stuff like that. And she swore up and down she wasn't into women. Okay. So, but I beg to differ. And yeah, that would be another subject because I kind of believe that all women are kind of into women. And that's not fair because I know that I'm not into men. So yeah, that's going to be another video and another time. But yeah, when I share this, hopefully you guys, someone will be willing to add their comments and let me know, what do you think? Do you think that if someone is insecure about what direction you're looking in, or what direction their partner is looking in, that means that maybe they are not doing something right? Okay. And when you're not doing something right, that leaves room for unhealthiness, whether it be physical or mental. There's going to be abuse, there's going to be distrust, there's going to be arguments about stupid stuff that not even a child would find valuable to argue over. And those things usually comes from being insecure. And insecure usually comes from feeling like you're not living up to the standards of your partner, or you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing and you think that your partner is doing it to you, or it's going to come back to you. So you're safeguarding yourself, hoping that you can interject or prevent them from doing to you what you're doing to them. So my best advice would be, if you are in a relationship and you do not love this person, walk away. If you are in a relationship, or you are in relationships, and you cannot be in a relationship with one person, and it's okay to be open like that with those people. Don't hide it from them. Um, some people are in relationships to be manipulative, controlling, and to play games. Those are the worst of the worst, in my opinion. I can't stand a liar, and I can't stand to lie. I try my best never to tell a lie. But I do know when I'm in relationships, I'm in there by choice, not by force. And because I'm in it by choice, I'm going to do my best to be healthy, to be supportive, to be caring, and to honor that person. Now, do I get it in return? If I do, then may the Lord continue to bless me. But if I don't, then look at me. I'm single. That's what happened. I don't have a problem saying, okay, well, this is not going to work. Um, you need to do what you're going to do with your life, and I'm going to go on about doing what I need to do with my life. Because being healthy and happy in any relationship, be it with, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your children, or your lover, your wife or spouse, your partner. You're in that relationship because you want to share your life with them. And if it's not healthy, you it's gonna be worse for you. Everyone deserves to be happy. And everyone deserves to be was other people to be honest with them about how they feel about them. Now, if you're in a relationship and your significant other say, "Hey, I'm not ready to stop seeing other people. I want to continue to date. I want to continue to sleep with other people." You have a choice. You know, but if you're the kind of person that can't, not ready to settle down, then give that person that you're with, give everyone that you're with the opportunity to choose whether or not they want to deal with you. Because if you are living that life, then you already know that that person is not the only person you can be with, and you can just let that person go. It don't make any sense on holding on to them and dragging them and making them suffer, um, and putting them through all type of hell because you are being insecure and you're not ready to settle up, or for one, you'd rather settle down for many, or however you might see it. Everyone has their own personal opinion, and I'm not judging. I can't judge. Um, I have been abusive in relationships, and I have been abused in relationships, but it all comes from experience. At the time, I had no idea I was being abusive. I was just more or less being vengeful, trying to get back at the person because the person hurt me. And that's another subject that we can talk over too. Do we have the right to do that? You know. But one thing I can say is when you're in a relationship and you have a beautiful woman and she is fine as all outdoors, you should be very proud. You should be very, very proud because you're doing a wonderful job. You are giving another person the support and the love that they might want and need so that they can be that beautiful and amazing woman. Okay? So for all the fellas out there, the gentlemen, the players and the pimps and the gangsters, you know, we're all just human and we all have feelings. And if you care about someone, you care about your children, you care about yourself, do what's right about life, be healthy, be good for your partner, show them love, show them support. And if you're out and you see someone that you think looks good and you think that she might look good, and that person does catch your attention or she catch that person's attention, feel proud, be glad, be happy because you have the woman who you think you have. She is attracted to what you think she would be attracted to, and that which you think is attracted to her too. So in our reality, do a reality check on yourself. Not saying that you go both ways, and if you do, that's all on you. But whatever you do, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Okay? I think it's my opinion that every man is responsible for the mental and physical health of their partner. It is your responsibility to make sure that they eat right, they live right, and that their hearts is always in the right place. That when you guys lay your heads down to rest, you do so in comfort and in security, and that you know that you are going to be blessed with a beautiful day when the sun rises, if you rise. Okay? So tomorrow is not promised to no one, and all we have is today. So live in that day like it is your last, because it very well might just be. So love hard, love with ease. And hard doesn't mean painful. Hard can mean serenity. Okay, I'm out of here. Um, I'm gonna be posting these every Thursday night because that's when I don't have a child at home and I don't have to feel embarrassed. or listening to me make these videos. So yeah, again, if you have any comments, please put them in the comment. Have any ideas on some shows that you like to talk to? I'd like to get on here with my nephew, and I have a good idea about talking about living in Washington State and what does it mean when they say it's a woman's state. All right, you guys have a blessed night and an even more beautiful and blessed life. See you next Thursday. Ciao.